moving.
Why? Bro, get off my leg. Come on. Bubba, what's going on? Figured I'd come hang out a little bit. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I love mine. Actually, I don't think I brought that one out. Nuts.
Out of all the ones that you brought out, you did. Which one?
One of the ones I got from Bubba. Bubba, I think you might be the only one. You might be the only one in here right now, but this was my grandfather's Hammer brand jack. And I haven't cleaned it or nothing. So this is gonna kind of be a Mike Yarlett Sr. kind of thing that I'm gonna do.
Okay, your pay of the month?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I've got this one. Sorry, I'm keeping up with the chat on my phone because I can't really see it so good on that, on the iPad. But I got two of them. One is this one, this Hammer brand, and the other one is a Cutmaster Stockman that he had, and I don't really carry either of them, just because I'm afraid that something's going to happen to them. But I think carrying one of them for a month would be a good thing. Todd, what's going on, man? We're just showing Bubba. This was my grandfather's Hammer brand jackknife. It's in amazing shape. Figured I had to bring one out since I'm wearing the hat. This is my 112. What the hell was it? 112 Select Pro, something of the sort. Got this little lanyard on it and a buck anvil bead. Pretty awesome. But I thought maybe I'd come on here tonight. Jason, what's going on? Time for bed.
It's not even. Oh my god. Jason, no.
I love it. So I thought I would come on here tonight and talk about what is undeniably my favorite pattern. It comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, as most knife patterns do. That's what it was. Beard hair. This is one of those hide and drink things. I've used this as a wallet before. You know, perfect for a pen, a knife, and a flashlight. And this pocket is perfect for a little notebook. And then this is where I kept all my cards and whatnot. But yeah, Bubba, the anvil bead I was on, I forget what site I was on, but they were on clearance for like $3 or $2 a piece. And I was like, okay, say less. You got it. So I guess we'll start out with the Chinese variations that I've brought out. And my absolute favorite pattern, hands down, is the stockman. Hands down. You know, you got a large, you know, a main clip point blade for doing just about whatever you want. You got this beautiful, the sheep's foot blade with that flat cutting edge. And then you got a smaller spade blade. I mean, in my eyes, you can't get better. Absolutely love a stockman. And you know, you got large stockmans, you've got medium stockmans, and then somewhere in this cup I have, this kid's gonna make me go down the street and whoop his ass. Some kid's being a schmuck with his motorcycle. Yeah, the big R on the bolster is 1000% a turn off for me. But this is an old one with the horseshoe. So this is pre-stamped bolster. Beautiful, like a green Appaloosa bone. Beautiful, beautiful knife. This was a new old stock that I picked up actually with this one. Same knife, different colors. This is, I think they called this like a tangerine. Ooh. Yeah, that's a tight spring, man. Or maybe it's not the same knife. Oh. But another vintage Rough Rider with the horseshoe. Beautiful bone. Listen, there's not going to be any Rough Riders out there to have because brother Travis, the Rough Rider King, is going to just buy them all up. This is a queen, which it's not a vintage queen, so we know that this is made by or under Rough Rider, which is a very versatile pattern. And you can get, you know, some that are very exaggerated with the serpentine. We'll get to my favorite pattern of all time, but I mean, it's just a great size for everyday working, you know, your normal day-to-day tasks. I mean, if you can't do it with a medium to large stockman, that's when you get into, you know, in my opinion, some of the more, you know, specialty knives. You know, like this buck 112 is technically a hunting knife. You know, I mean, I wouldn't want to gut a deer with a stockman, but I'm sure it could be done. This is a German Boker. No. I haven't cleaned this one up yet, but it's got a real nice etch on the main blade here. It's 7588. I don't know if that's going to show up. Probably not. These German knives, you know, they're nothing to sleep on. We got birds up in the feeder.
There's bees.
Todd, is it really? That's absolutely terrible. Let's get into some of the American ones. Obviously, you guys all know me. I love my Remingtons. This is the R8. Just a straight up stockman, but it's got the serrated sheep's foot. I don't tote this. This is just part of my collection. But a great example of just that. It's like one of the things that you think of, that you envision when somebody says, a classic pocket knife. Let's go back to Queen for a second. This is a number 49 Queen USA this time. Winter bottom bone stockman. This is a large stockman. If I was doing something outside or in the woods or something every day, this would probably be the size of my choice, the large stockman. It's just, there's not a lot that you can't do without it or with it. Gotta run the dog to the store. Are you going to the pet store? I'm just curious. But that was one of my first pawn shop finds. I got that a few months ago in Kansas. Sent it all the way back home to myself. I couldn't leave it. Well, since we're on the large stockman, one of my absolute favorites is the Case 75. This one was a amber jig bone, and then I gave it a little kiss of fire. Darkened it up a little bit. This one is in carbon steel. She wants Doritos. Oh, I love it. Well, the 75 is one of my absolute favorite patterns for the stockman. It's just so well constructed and thought out, with the thickness of this sheep's foot blade, how tall it is. It's great. I absolutely love it. I gotta keep up with the chat. Oh, let's see. Should we get into my favorite yet? No, not yet. So this is a 6344. So this is also considered a medium stockman. However, instead of the spade blade, it's got a penknife blade. But that's a nice little tote, you know. This is getting borderline to the point where I would just get myself a small knife for my watch pocket. And hi. But my favorite is the 18 pattern from Case. Oh, the wood bees are out.
That's bumpy.
No, not the wood bee. The 18 pattern. This one I've had for quite some time. I absolutely love it. It's just the shape of that main blade, that, you know, whatever it is, California clip, whatever you want to call it. It's real useful. And I've got a host of different flavors. Now, now this is a 6318 in pocket worn red jig bone, but apparently that's the only one that they did a normal clip blade on. Surprised the heck out of me, but we got the pocket worn red, we got the 1095 carbon Smoky Valley, the blue synthetic, and the black synthetic. And I got one that I got from Bubba. It's in the house. I'm trying to figure out exactly what kind of bone it is, because I don't know. Now this is kind of built off of a stockman. This is the Texas Jack, and I mean, it's basically the same frame almost as a stockman. I just thought it was an honorable mention. I threw it in. And then we've got a couple examples from Uncle Henry Trade that I've brought out. So these guys are both the 897. And they're quite similar to that 18 pattern. So I got one for my collection and one to tote, but very close runner-ups. That's an 897 as well. This one is a 834. This is closer in size to the 34 OT. Not very big, but definitely a nice knife to keep in the pocket. And I love that Stagalon. Just so classic looking. And this little guy. This is one of the Liberty series from the 70s. This one has the Liberty Bell. I haven't cleaned it up at all yet, but it's a cool one to add to the collection. The black saw cut. Nice little knife. And then for my open tag today, we can do a little what you toting. Got the Through Night Saber, an Olight O-Pen. Of course, every day, gotta have that Mini Champ with me. And then for my open tag, full size Friday, in the Big Mama slip for Make Cutlery Great Again, is this Camillus cam lock. It appears the blade has been redone, like the knife's been rebladed, but half stops. Great snap. Absolutely love it. And in a Kydex sheath on my belt, the Gerber M600 pliers. Absolutely love them. Can't go anywhere without them. Oh. And every man needs fire. So we carried this today.
Man.
Pretty neat, pretty nifty. And I think that's it. Well, I think that's about all that I had.
That only took 20. That?
Yeah, it happens, man. Terry, brother.
Terry!
We just went over. I came out to talk about stockmans. We got all kinds of stockmans. And I just ran out of knives to talk about. What's going on, man?
He's been here for days.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the chat. Yeah, Bubba, I don't know. Sometimes I'm real keen on a trapper, sometimes not. For the guys that just came in that haven't seen, this is my grandfather's hammer brand jackknife. It hasn't been cleaned up at all. And I mean, it's got good snap. It's got beautiful colors to it. Well, I got this, and I have his Cutmaster Stockman. Thank you, Terry. But yeah, that's about all I had. Cut up dinner tonight with this carbon full-size sod buster. She's catching some teeners pretty nicely. Oh, let's see, where'd it go? I'll have to show this one to Terry. number 49, Queen USA, Terry. Don't that pretty? I couldn't leave that sitting in the shop that I found it in. I had to bring it home.
Make cover again. Ask what your favorite stockman is.
My favorite stockman. My favorite stockman pattern is going to be any variation of the 18 pattern. I was just kind of showing. Where'd you go? That's not it. That's it. This is the 897 UH Uncle Henry. I mean, they're pretty similar. You know, I would put them in the same family for sure. It's just something about, you know, the overall size of it and that Turkish clip point blade makes it real handy for a lot of things. Absolutely love it. And that would be followed closely by a large stockman, preferably the 75, just because I like it. It's so stout. Yeah, I feel like the 18s are slept on hard. You know, people just don't get into them as much. And the one he hasn't found yet, yeah. Black cherry bone handles. Wow. I'd like to see that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had. Oh, I just made a comment.
USA made.
Very nice. Yeah, I'd like to get a couple of the older vintage Parker Frosts and check them out. You know, I hear they're very nice. I haven't had the privilege of getting one yet, but that's all I had, guys. Just wanted to come on, hang out a little bit, talk about my favorite knife pattern. So, until next time, y'all be good.